It's good. Good pizza. What's up, man? How you guys been doing? It's been a long time, has it not? Well, I'm glad to be back, baby. And we got a lot to talk about. And yeah. Glad to see you guys still kicking it, following us. Got a lot of cool stuff. But first I want to talk about is here, our YouTube channel. It's been a minute. It has been a long time, but don't give up on us, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming. I had a brain fart there for a second. Shouldn't have smoked before I done this video, but we wouldn't have it any other way, right? So, as y'all know, Matt, whatever you want to call me. You want to call me dumbass or us, I don't know, sellout. We're getting a lot of love lately from the local community. Actually, we get a lot of great love from the local community, and we make that right. We just got a couple haters. As you all know, man, with success, there's always going to be somebody hating because you come from the same place and they're too lazy to do what you've done, and blah, 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 blah. But I'm not even here to talk about that crap. What we're going to talk about is us, the brand, Killbilly Genetics, as you can see there. What we got going on are new genetics, or new strands, like how I grow my crop, how do I breed, how do I water, Matt, how do you feed your plants, how do you grow the dankest dank that you do, how do you do all that with just you and a wife? Yeah, well, I've been doing it for a long time, guys. I really have. 23 years exactly today. And man, it's been a crazy ride, but I can only say that we've took it very seriously since legalization. You know, before you got caught, you would have went to prison. And you know, I've worked some crazy jobs in my life and done some cool stuff, but I tell y'all what, man, there's nothing like growing cannabis. What's up? There's a wife there at the garage door now wanting in, and I can't. Yeah, so she needs her cigarettes. Let me grab those. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Love you too. Man, she's awesome. But about lost what I was talking about. But like I said, man, all jokes aside, I'm happy to be back, guys. I love all y'all, and we're going to share a lot, dude. We haven't, you know, I've been one of those tops that, you know, like I said, before legalization, had to stay low key, man. I had to stay underneath the radar. And I've done a lot of cool things in my life. Man, I was a coal miner, for crying out loud, welder, fabricator. I've did the highway mowing for VDOT, you know, that's our Virginia Department of Transportation, and climbed cell towers all over this beautiful nation, installing 4G and installing 5G for the government when it first came out. I've climbed many heights, dude, risked my life at many different jobs. I'm a thrill seeker, dude. I was a skater growing up, motocross. I love to ride wheelies still. I love to have a good time. And but most importantly, I'm a dad, dude. I'm a provider, and now we have Killbilly Genetics that is our baby. And you know, we've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of cool people, man. A lot of people that if you're watching this video, come across us out in the street. We've been to LA, man. Got to chill with Blackleaf Lance, first smoke of the day. You know, go to the first ever family reunion. That was dope. You know, I've had Tommy Chong on this exact channel twice. And, you know, good friends still with his manager, John. You know, just a lot of cool stuff that we've met, dude. A lot of cool people, a lot of cool things we've done. Collabs with LAX Packs, bought cuts from us. I mean, we've had some cool stuff, dude. Most importantly, all of you beautiful customers that's ordered our genetics over the years now. You know, we've had some staple strands make a wave, dude, and we're stoked and thankful for all of our customer base. Man, you guys are rock stars, hands down rock stars, dude. And you know, we have those months where seed sales are down. Then when season comes in, a lot of sun-grown growers buy our genetics as well, and then it picks up during the summer. You know, those months, winter, it kind of picks up too for the indoor. A lot of indoor growers. You know, I like to do sun-grown. That's where I originated from. Was in the mountains. You know, here in the Appalachian Mountains, dude, we're deep up in the, you know, the Hicks, dude, deep up in the cut. You know, places where a lot of people go and they don't come back. I'm serious. Appalachian Mountains has got its own weirdness about it, but born and raised here, man. Now raising 3 amazing boys here. You know, I've lived on the coast. I've lived on the beaches. I've been to port to border to border to, ocean to ocean. Gulf, Pacific, Atlantic. I've been to Canada. We're in almost all 50 states. And there's still nothing like being a family, man. And trying to provide, doing what I love to do. I was able to leave those industries and chase this dream. It wouldn't be successful if it wasn't for you guys, man. So thank you. I'm very appreciative. And here recently, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. A lot of great stuff coming up, man. Well, finally, the people want original, right? They're tired of the glam, and look at this. I'm in a garage, for crying out loud. It ain't fancy yet, but, I got a beautiful home. I got everything that I need. It's just my garage. It's my man cave. And now we're growing in it. But, like I said, I'm just no hick. I just drink a Mountain Dew every once in a while. Smoke on a good doobie that is personally grown by me, organically. And, do the thing. So, if y'all like that, you like original, you found the right channel right now. I'm the girl that's going to cut it straight to you. I'm going to show you simplicity. You don't need all the, all the glam, every cut and image, every piece of technology that drops, you got to buy it, I use a lot of old school methods that's never failed me, that I've tweaked over the years. And I've been taught by some of the best growers that the world don't even know. That's what's so beautiful about it. If you know, you know. It's such a small community here. And especially with our old heads, and now me being an OG at 38 years old, got the younger generation looking up at me, And I got to carry that example. We don't sell out here. There's nothing that amount of money can get me to sell my soul to anything. I don't care, I'll get there eventually. There's other people making it before me. That's fine. We're doing great. It's all about enjoying that process and allowing God, putting God first in things. I want to get spiritual on you a little bit. When I talk, this is a spiritual connection with these plants. A lot of people think they just throw some seeds in some soil and water and leave them be and not talk to them and not tend to them, not pray with them, not let them listen to some good, frequency music. All that helps, dude. That's why when you smoke our flower, it's an experience like no other, guaranteed. I would put it against anybody's, and not saying there's not a lot of talented growers out there. There's a lot of talented growers. I know a lot, specifically Pacific lending. Specifically, I know, I do. I'm tapped in. I don't have to sit here and tell you how much tapped in I am. But it's crazy, man. It is. But finally, America wants people that are real, that are genuine. And I'm genuine as it gets. I can relate with you guys because I've been from the trenches. This is the rags to riches story that we're ready to share with you guys. And it's going to be one hell of a ride. But you got to put God first, guys, in everything that you do. Manifest, keep great thoughts, think great things for these plants as well. And I'm telling you, it all connects. It all comes back full circle, dude. So let's jump into it. Enough of this. And we're already 9 minutes in. We're going to show you our beautiful ladies, talk about my new strands, and we'll let y'all see, how I water, and it is as hillbilly as it can get. But hey, it works, baby. And then also shout out to our sponsors. Again, like I said, we have AC Infinity that sent us this great 5x5, which I want to show you. It has ripped. The seam has ripped, but it is like 4 years old now. Mars Hydro for hooking it up. Roots Organics, again, the best amendments and products that you can get for organic cultivation in the market, in the industry. Now they're making things for hydro as well, I think, but it's all organic, no synthetics, man. So it's pretty cool. We use some of their liquid bottle stuff, for our Turk teas. The Surge we'll show you, and the CalMac from them, and the bag stuff we use from them. They're amazing. They hooked me up, and this supply has lasted me over a year now. And Roots Organics, they're watching. It'd be great to have another hookup. We'll keep representing. So yeah, man. So shout out to all you guys. Even Rocket Seeds years ago, man. When we first got started, Rocket Seeds was a good sponsor of ours. We're still great friends with those guys. You know, I just been breeding my own stuff, running my own seeds, and every now and then I will pop seeds from other reputable breeders, mostly a lot of Virginia-based breeders. I'll help them out and run their gear, and as you all have seen. So again, let's jump into it, and yeah, let's do the thing.